Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about Kristen Cavalleri. So she is being sued for allegedly copying the designs of a celebrity jeweler and selling knockoff versions at her Uncommon James store. Now, I don't cover Kristen very often. When I do, it's because I really think that it's interesting and I want to read you guys' feedback. So let's go ahead and let's get into it, you guys. Kristen and her company, Uncommon James, which I really like that name, Uncommon James. I think that's a really cute name. She is being sued for trademark and copyright infringement by jewelry designer Rachel Katz, who claims that Kristen ripped off 2 of her designs. Now, I'm going to keep these designs up because I want you guys to really look at them. Like, look at these rings. Tell me, do you guys think that it's really like a knockoff version? Like, do you guys think that Kristen saw these pieces and was like, I'm going to make something similar to that? Or do you guys think because designing jewelry, I mean, if you're going to make a ring, there's only so many ways you can make it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's something so, like, simple. There's not... I don't know. I guess there is a lot of ways to make rings. You guys, let me your thoughts. Do you guys think that it's an accident? It wasn't on purpose? Or do you guys think she's like ripping this girl off for her designs? So I'm going to keep the rings up here so y'all can look at them, inspect them, and leave me your thoughts. So according to court documents obtained by Radar Online, the lawsuit is regarding 2 distinctive jewelry pieces designed and sold by Rachel. A diamond dagger ring and a diamond dagger cuff. Both feature the dagger style design and are protected by her registered trademark and copyrights. Celebrities including Taylor Swift and Heidi Klum have worn Rachel's diamond dagger ring, while Scarlett Johansson and Amber Heard have rocked the diamond dagger cuff. In the lawsuit, Rachel makes it clear that her jewelry is worn by a bunch of celebrities and TV personalities to events and magazines, on red carpets, etc. So that's a big deal. Like, her jewelry gets a lot of attention, especially from celebrities. They wear her jewelry on red carpets. One celebrity who was specifically mentioned in the lawsuit as being a fan of Rachel's designs is Kristen's former Laguna Beach pal, Lauren Conrad. That's interesting. In this lawsuit, Kristen is accused of selling a paradise bracelet and a sunset ring, both which bear a striking resemblance to 2 of Rachel's designs. And it says right now, currently, neither are offered on the Uncommon James website. So I guess after the lawsuit was filed, I guess she took it off. But up until that point, they were on there. It was after the lawsuit was filed, from my understanding, that she took them down. So it says here that Rachel claims that she actually sent Kristen a letter back in March 2021 after visiting the Uncommon James store in Chicago in January 2021 and noticing the pieces herself. Wow, can you guys imagine? You're a designer and you're like, let me go in this store and look at all this jewelry. Like, I make jewelry, she makes jewelry, and maybe it could have been something like, you know, maybe it was because she likes her jewelry. I don't know. Maybe she's a fan of Kristen's store. So she was in the area, saw the store, wanted to go in, and then she's in there browsing around and she sees her pieces. She's like, what the heck? That's a knockoff version of my stuff, you know? That's got to be shocking. So she wrote a letter. She expressed her concerns about the nearly identical pieces being sold at Uncommon James and requested that Kristen contact her. Instead of doing so, though, Kristen allegedly ignored the letter and continued selling the pieces. I think that's pretty nice, though. Like, she just wrote a letter saying, hey, can you contact me? It wasn't a letter demanding that she stop selling it. It was a letter just saying, like, hey, can you contact me? And I'm going to have to go out on a limb here to say, I imagine if Kristen would have contacted her, it probably would have been something along the lines of like, hey, girl, I was in your store and I noticed that you're selling these 2 pieces. By chance, did you get any inspiration from my pieces for those? Or is this like a complete coincidence? And she probably would have heard Kristen out. But the fact that she contacted her and was like, hey, can you contact me? And it wasn't like automatically sent her a letter telling her to remove them or demanding that she take them down. I thought that was really generous of her to do that. So Emily D. Baker, who is a attorney and a legal analysis, she is going over the lawsuit paperwork. And in a recent video, she kind of broke everything down for us. I'm just going to kind of go over the highlights, but I will link her video if you guys want to check it out. Goes into depth, goes over the documents, and it really kind of breaks it down where you can understand it. So in the paperwork, Rachel accuses Kristen Cavalleri and her company of knowingly and intentionally producing unauthorized knockoff imitation goods, despite Rachel having the trademark for those designs. Now, according to Rachel, Kristen is a reality television personality who uses her celebrity image to sell her merchandise. And in this lawsuit, Rachel claims that Kristen's poorly made pieces have earned Uncommon James a 2-star rating on Yelp.com due to unhappy customers. That's tough, but that matters. That's a big deal. Like Emily said, it matters because someone is using a knockoff, and that knockoff being of poor quality can reduce the value of the original, of the trademark, because they get the two confused. So if one person, purchased the ring from Uncommon James and then multiple people see them wearing it, and then maybe they have complaints of it breaks or whatever, then people may assume that it's Rachel's design and may not know that it's the knockoff version. I get that. That makes sense. Emily D. Baker pointed out that Rachel is also suing for dilution by tarnishment. So she is essentially saying that Kristen selling the alleged knockoffs of her trademark design is reducing the value of her trademark. That also makes sense. I do get that. The paperwork states that the defendant's actions are likely to injure the business's reputations of the plaintiff and her designs. That definitely makes total sense. I mean, if you have a knockoff, if people do not know that you have a knockoff and it's tearing up or it's turning your finger green, and people see that and they associate that with the original or with the real one, then they're going to be like, oh, I'm not buying that. Look, she's got, Rachel's design over there and it's turning her finger green. So I understand that. The paperwork also states that at the time of the filing, that Kristen was still selling the two items in question on her Uncommon James website. Emily pointed out that both pieces are selling for $42 on Kristen's site, while Rachel sells her trademark designs for $1,000+. Now, after the filing, from my understanding, she removed the two pieces. Does that scream guilt to you guys? I don't know. Rachel is suing Kristen for unspecified damages, court costs, as well as a cut of the profits Kristen made off the two pieces. Do you guys think that she deserves that? Like a cut from the two designs? I mean, here's the thing. I don't know if I believe that, because people knew when they went to Uncommon James, even if they knew that it was a similar design, they were buying it from Uncommon James. I don't know. Maybe she's right. Maybe she does deserve some of the profits because it was so strikingly similar. In my opinion, it is very similar. They're almost identical. The only difference is the gold is a little bit like more defined, I guess you could say, on Rachel's jewelry. And then on Kristen's, it seems like the rings are a little bit smaller. Everything is like a little bit smaller. Rachel's a little bit bigger and the gold is a little bit shinier, right? So you guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. I thought this was interesting. And like I said, I don't cover Kristen that often, but because I thought this was interesting, I figured you guys may think that it was interesting. And I also wanted to hear you guys' takeaway from this. Look at the rings. Tell me what you think. Do you guys think that Kristen copied? Another thing though, let me throw these things out there. I don't think she designs all her pieces. I think she has people that does this for her. So it's very possible that whoever her designers are, that maybe they did this. Like maybe they looked at it and was like, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to do something very similar. Also, Rachel said she sent Kristen a letter. Is it possible that Kristen did not read the letter, that maybe it went to her management and her management just kind of pushed it off to the side and Kristen never even knew that the letter came in? I don't know. So at the end of the day, though, I think it doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, you're responsible. It doesn't matter if it was your design team that designed the ring. It's still your fault. Just like if you're a celebrity and you hire someone to do your taxes, but they do not do them properly, you can go to jail for tax fraud. It's not gonna fall just on like your CPA. Mike, the situation, he claims that he did not know that he was committing tax fraud, but he still went to prison for it. So I don't know. You guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. I thought this was an interesting one. If you are interested in this, please leave your comments in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And I'll see you guys in the next one.